and welcome to today's Starseed Healing Circle. So in today's session we are doing an energetic recalibration, and just for the ones who are going like, I haven't heard that term before, I recently decided to start referring to my healing sessions, instead of healing, to refer to them as energetic recalibration. And the term itself has its roots in a healing modality that I developed quite a number of years ago. I think it was around 2010. Yeah, somewhere around there. And initially the modality was just a hands-on modality where I worked directly on the body. But through the years, I have developed techniques that can also be used remote. And as I'm getting to a space where I'm wanting to start teaching people how to heal themselves and also others, I needed a way to package or group or contain what I'm going to teach. And so I decided to keep my term energetic recalibration, because that is really what we're doing. We're calibrating the person. So you'll be hearing more of that. And hopefully in the near future, I'll start offering energetic recalibration training as well. So for now, this is our week where we are going to be doing our healing, bearing in mind that we had our reading, and we have some idea as to what this month is all about. So let's do some healing work around that. I think the biggest message or flavor, if you can call it that, of the reading was that we must not give our power away. We must claim our power. That's also something that came through in the free session for all. I kept hearing myself saying free for not free for all. I kept hearing myself saying claim your power or not giving your power away. So something to do with power, discernment, and that's the type of energy that I remember from the reading that we are working with. So let's start with our tuning today. As always, I douse to see which light code we need to work with, and in today's one we are working with the galactic portal. So this is a healing session. You're going to be actively participating. Close your eyes. Take a nice slow deep breath in and out. Drop into your heart. Be present in this moment. Think about what it is that you would like to work with today. What would you like to receive? What would you like to release? What would you like to bring into your life? What do you want to bring healing to? When you're ready, open your eyes. Allow your eyes to rest upon the light code, or perhaps trace it like a labyrinth for your eyes. And while doing that, just think about what your goal or your focus is for today's session. Like a friend of mine always said, expect nothing and be ready for anything. So you keep the goal in mind and be open to receive what will be given or shared today. You may spend as much time here as you like. Pause the recording if you need to. Okay, so in today's session, this is going to be an active participation from your side. If you can dig in really deep and find out what the reasons are or the meanings are for you, then that is going to give you the greatest depth to the work. So a good idea is to have a piece of paper ready, pen or a pencil, and to be ready to pause this recording from time to time. It's not so much about how quickly can I finish watching this video. Yes, you'll receive some healing through the work that I'm doing on this side, behind the scenes, but to get a deeper healing, you participate, and then you're going to get to a new depth of the work. Okay, so let's have a look at what we are working with today. So I'm working with the Ormataek seals. They've had a bit of a makeover since the last video we've made. They have now become circles, and they're quite nice. They are a little bit. I'm not too happy with the texture just yet. So they may have another iteration coming soon, but the energy of them is good, so that's all fine. The way that I approached this was to place down a few Ormataek seals that are standard. So between the knees, there's the Divine Child. Right on top and right at the bottom, there's the Nechenetaru, or the All That Is. And on the heart, we have the heart seal. So for the rest of them, I dowsed to check what shape we need where. And now we're going to do the analysis on this. So I have not analyzed anything yet. It's lying over there on the floor on the bob. So I'm going to move into that space in a moment. So for now, we're just going to analyze what is there. And then once that's all done, I'm going to guide you through the healing work. And while the healing work is going, I will also be working on that chart. Okay, so let's have a look at what's there. Starting at the bottom, we have, as I mentioned, the Nechenetaru right at the bottom. So this is this one. That one is our container. So we've got that seal right on top as well. So basically, Nechenetaru means the god of gods, or it is the divine energy. So we're creating a tunnel or a tube of divine energy that is going to pull the energy through from the crown all the way through to where you are at the base. Then between the ankles, we have the air. Oh, actually, that's quite interesting. You see, this is I'm doing my analysis here now. We've got air, water, and fire. So these are elemental energies, all three of them. And this is, again, what I'm saying is interesting. Air, water, and fire are associated. If you look at the Sefer Yetzirah and Kabbalah, they talk about the three mother letters that created everything. So from the void came the three mother letters, or sounds, or vibrations, or frequencies. And out of those three, they created everything. So at the bottom, we have Neteneteru, which is the void. Here we have the three mother letters, Aleph, Mem, and Shin, that we would find in the Hebrew alphabet. That starts off everything. I love it. Okay, so I only see this now. Like I said, I'm only analyzing at this point in time. I did not analyze earlier. So with Aleph, Mem, and Shin, yeah, interesting. The mother energies. So I was also interested to see that the right leg has the fire element and the left leg has the water element. We've got air in between. Air feeds fire. So air is going to nurture and nourish the fire. The fire is about purifying. So we're purifying something from the past, something we need to step out of. And we are stepping into a cleanly washed future. This would tie in with our reading, where in the reading we talked about a new beginning, something that, or a new direction, something that we weren't anticipating. This ties in with that. Interesting. Then further up, we've got the Divine Child sitting here right in the middle. That's normal. And then on both knees, we have the Sahu, which is the dark one, and then the light one is the Arc card. Ah or Ak is the joining or the merging of the Ba and the Ka. So this is our spirit body. The Sahu is also the spirit body, but that's more, we call it the judge. It is almost like your soul. It is your oversoul or your monad. It is beyond the soul level, where the Akh, the pink one, is still on the soul level. So for me, this would say that the Sahu is taking us to another level. This is the left knee. The left knee is our future energy. Right knee is the past energy. So we're stepping from a spiritual journey into a deeper level, into another level of this spiritual journey. Very, very interesting. On the hands, and I just quickly need to switch myself off for a little bit. I'm just looking at the hands. In the left hand, we have the Ka, and in the right hand, we have the Ba. So the right hand is your active giving side, and the Ka is the yang or the active energy. Ba is the passive or the yin energy. So here we've got the yin and the yang in the correct locations. So this could either mean that we are already in balance, or that we need to restore balance towards this giving and receiving. Okay, we'll come back to those in a moment if we need to, but I think that's all we need to say. It feels like they are in the right place. Makes sense. Let's look at the body. So starting at the base chakra. Oh, I can probably switch my camera back on again. Oh, hello. So right at the bottom, the green one, right on top there, that is transformation. So the base chakra is about our physicality, our survival, the general physicality that we are in. There's a transformation happening over here, transmutation. Just here right above me is Sehem. This is on the hip. And on the other one, right on top, we have the Shen. Now, both Shen and Sehem are active energies. Yeah, young energies. The Sehem is sitting on the right hip, Shen on the left hip. Sehem is about power. So the hips are about our approach to life, or our parents even, and how we move, our flexibility. So Sehem here on the right would say we are claiming our power, ties in with our readings, and Shen on the left hip is saying we're stepping into a space of assertion, so sort of our discernment energy, but it's also protective holding energy. So that's a really good energy to have there. On the Hara, we have the black energy there. That's for the high bit. High bit is the shadow. I don't know how to interpret. Okay, wait. Let's just quickly go to the next one above that. The sacral has radiance. So the radiance is shining light. We're shining light here on the sacrum or sacral. Sacral is about the emotions, we have to go a little bit further up as well. This is your emotions, your flow, your creativity. So we're shining a light on there. Just moving above that, the blue one with the three eyes, that's about authenticity, realness, truth, and like really being who you need to be. This is on the solar plexus, your personal power. So your personal power is really to step into a space of vulnerability and authenticity. As you do that, that's going to shine light onto the sacral, which is going to shine light upon your creative nature, your flow, your abundance, and things like that, which then will shine through onto the power, your Sehem, and onto your Shen, which is your protection, and onto the base, which is the transformation. The lotus is growing. But as the light shines, it is going to cast a shadow. And the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Now here's where it gets interesting. And again, I'm analyzing this as I'm looking at this now. The image I'm getting is literally that of mud. And we've got the lotus flowers sitting right underneath the mud. And lotus flowers are known, this is why it's about transformation, they're known to grow in sort of the dirtiest, muckiest, muddiest water. And they transmute and transform that muddy, dark, dense, yucky water into the most beautiful flower with the most beautiful fragrance. So the sense I'm getting here is that as we're stepping into our authenticity and our truth, we're switching that light on. It's going to cast a shadow on the hara. Your hara is your central point, your center of being. It's your grounding, anchoring point between heaven and earth. It's shining a light on there. There's some shadow aspect that's going to come up that needs to be released and resolved so that we can get to a space of transmutation and transformation. You're going to have to find out what that shadow is. And it's not about denying the shadow. No, it's about looking at the shadow, realizing what it is, and then pulling it into the fold, accepting it, bringing it in, and doing some healing around that. So I've got no idea what's going to come up after this, but we'll see how. I'm sure that shadow must have a little message somewhere there. Okay, let's look further up. So now we're going to the green one at the bottom and to the black one up there. So the green one at the bottom, which is sitting on the liver, that is the Jed pillar, and it's about rejuvenation, regeneration, DNA, revitalization, stability. So liver is being cleansed and cleared over here. The spleen has the Ren card. Ren is about your true name. So just have a look. Okay, so back to the green one, regeneration, the Jed pillar. Jed pillar is associated with Osiris. Osiris is about resurrection. Osiris had to die first before he could get resurrected. Okay, wait. This takes us right back to our reading. Set and Osiris. Death, resurrection, blah, 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 all of those things. Okay. So I'm seeing Osiris on this side. We've got the shadow on the other side, which would be our Set. And then if we've created a triangle from that, that takes you through to Ren, which is sitting right next to Truth. Ren is your true name. So really stepping into a new direction. This is again talking about that new direction. Something's going to come up here that we didn't anticipate or expect. We're moving into a new direction that we didn't anticipate or expect, and we need to find a new way of doing and tweaking. Interesting. Okay, on the heart, we have the heart. So that was just standard. I just placed that one down. Above the heart, on the thymus, we have the Ankh, and Ankh is life. So that one makes sense. Your thymus is about your immune system and getting everything flowing on that front. So that's all good. Then on the shoulders, we've got the lung points. And so we can see these as the shoulders, or we can see them as the lungs. From a shoulder perspective, it's the burdens we carry, or the weights that we carry, or sort of what we are carrying. And that's how I'm going to interpret these today. So on the right-hand side, we have the Hat seal, which is about the physical body. So it feels like on the burden that we carry, or what we are carrying, is physicality, and it's a heavy burden. On the left, we are carrying unity. So that's a union seal over there. So again, if I just look at the three that we have on the right, which is the past, it's physicality, it's rejuvenation or stability, and it's power. On the opposite end, we have protection, your true name, and union or unity. So perhaps we're stepping into a new unity consciousness direction or something. You'll have to see what that means for you. Make some notes. So hopefully you're making notes along the way. On the throat, we have the receive seal. So the receive seal is not just about receiving, it's also about giving, it's about sharing, it's about offering. It really is the gift. So it's about receiving a gift or giving a gift or sharing or something like that. So looking at the triangle that will form from the liver, spleen to the throat, we've got that truth quality coming in, the essence of truth with your true name and your authenticity that's coming through the gift and through the stability in the structure. Okay, good. Let's go on. Then we have on the temples, we have on the right temple the clearing energy, and on the left temple we've got awareness. So the clearing would say we are removing or clearing away something here from that temple energy. So the temple is about the brain, but it's also about our head space. It's about your balance. It's about all the energies that's sitting around the head. So we're clearing away. So again, if we just compare it to the previous ones, we're clearing on the physical level, power, things like that. And we're stepping into a new awareness, which is on the left. Now, it gets interesting because now when we look at the third eye and the crown, the energies that I have here are not energies I would usually associate with the crown or the third eye. The third eye has the earth seal, and usually when earth comes up, it could mean a priority or a grounding or a rooting or an anchoring or something pragmatic. I'm reading that as we need to work on the third eye as a priority for today. The crown has the chet, which is the buckle of Isis, and it's also protective energy, but it's a little bit more of a passive protection compared to the shen, which is an active protection. The words that come to mind is the blood of Isis. So the buckle of Isis itself is very associated with the feminine quality or the divine feminine. It actually represents the womb and the ovaries and the vulva and everything. So the whole female sexual reproductive system is what that symbol symbolizes. Bringing into the crown an energy that is usually associated with the base and the sacral could indicate that the crown chakra and also the third eye, actually, because both of these are right in the same order almost, both of these energies could be perhaps a bit overactive currently, and we need to lower the frequency, which is why we're bringing these. Or it could just be that we are bringing in a passive protective quality into the crown, and we're bringing our priority into the third eye. And then right on top, we've got the Neche Necheru again, which is our beam of light for our God or divine energy. So this is our layout that we have. And this is what we're going to be focusing on in today's session. So I am going to leave this one up here, and I'm going to guide you through the information that I dowsed as well. Now, this is the part where you may need to pause from time to time. So actually, wait, let's switch over to the main screen so that you can see me properly. And when we get into the healing work, I'll switch over. Okay, so I've got my sheet over here and I am ready to just have a look at it. So we've got some emotions that came up, and what I want you to do is to perhaps make a note of these emotions and see how the emotion relate to your goal or your focus for whatever it is that you are working with. First emotion is inertia. Inertia in relation to recreation. Because the recreation may not necessarily be creation of babies. It could also be recreation as in the things that you do in your own time. Inertia. Inertia is not or something that's not moving, something that's like a little bit stuck perhaps. So inertia, so something is staying unchanged or inactive, dormant. What does that mean for you? Inertia in relation to recreation. So your recreation here of your enjoyment, the activity that you like doing. Just make a note of what that means for you. Our next emotion is least. So this is like the smallest amount, or small size, or small degree, or something. So least in relation to ego. What does that mean for you? So your ego is your self-esteem, your level of importance. Least. Are you feeling a little bit low when it comes to self-worth or self-respect, self-importance, self-confidence? Just make a note of what that means for you. So pause at any point here if you need to. The next emotion is stir. So it's like stirring a spoon or something like that. And it's in relation to premature ending of a relationship. Now, this doesn't have to be right now in this period of time. It could be anywhere in the past. So it could be very, very far back in the past, or it could be something that's from here right now. Stir in relation to premature ending of a relationship. And perhaps here you want to look at what that feeling is like, not necessarily what it means. As I'm doing all of these emotions, it is raining really, really, really hard. I can hardly hear myself, so I don't know if it's going to be caught up on the mic. I hope not. But on my side, I can hardly hear myself speak. let's hope this is coming through for the recording. I don't want to record this again. Then our next emotion that comes up is thought. So thought is to prevent someone or something from happening, to distract or to derail or to stop or to block. And we are thoughting habits. So habits are anything that is a regular tendency or a regular practice or something that you can't give up. Now, a habit could be a good habit or it could be a bad habit. So where are your habits being thwarted or blocked or stopped or something like that? Pause if you need to dive a little bit deeper into any of these emotions. Our big one for today is the thought in relation to habits. And the dimension we have on top of this is a misalignment of purpose, which means that whatever this habit is that's being thwarted or not thwarted, or that needs to be thwarted, is that even how you say it? Thwarted, I don't know, whatever. That needs to be blocked or that is blocked or whatever, that emotion is getting you away from your purpose. It's misaligning you with your purpose. This is an important one, and it may not be something that's very conscious at the moment. So you may need to journal a little bit about this or just dig a little bit about and see what that is about. Then we've got some archetypes that we want to look at. So archetypes, we've got our priority archetype, which is our negative archetype. And we want to then look at a balancing archetype to heal or to bring to the front. Our priority archetype to release is the Puer or Puella Eternis, which is your eternal boy or girl, so the eternal child. This is about the inability to grow up and be responsible. And what it does is it causes you to have a dependency on others. And reading and the Kundalini yoga that we had before that was about claiming your power. When you claim your power, you claim responsibility. When you claim responsibility, you are in charge and you are the guru for yourself, and you are the master for yourself, and you are your own healer. Oh, I love it when these things just come together. Our balancing archetype is the mediator, or the diplomat, or the go-between. And the mediator is all about negotiation of fairness, strategy, and this could be in professional or personal life. And this is about being able to see both sides of an argument. And so I guess if you can see both sides of an argument, you can come up with a much more mature approach to your own healing. Yes, I'm facilitating healing for you. Yes, I'm guiding you through some questions, but you are doing the healing. I am not doing the healing for you. I'm holding space for you so that you can do the healing for yourself. This is really, really important. You are claiming your own power. So with that being said, we are going to dive into the healing aspect now. I'm going to be working on the chart, and I'll be guiding you through a series of questions. On your side, I want you to answer those questions as truthfully as you can, and I want you to pause the recording if you need to. Make some notes, gain some insights here that's going to help you, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So the rest is up to you. Make some notes. Okay, so I'm going to switch through to our image here, and I'm going to switch myself off. And on your side, I want you to get comfortable. Just take a comfortable seat. You can lie down if you want to, but if you're going to be making notes, like you should, then you'll most likely want to sit for this one. Just get comfortable. You may close your eyes and just allow yourself to drop into any sensations that you feel. If there's any emotions that come up, make a note of it. If there's a thought, idea, or concept, make a note of it. If there is a feeling or a sensation, make a note of it. And see how it all connects to your goal and your focus for today's session. So the first thing we want to do is to connect to a person. And who is this person? So there's some message here of some person that we need to connect with that has a message or that's got some energy that we need to be releasing or working with. And then we need to communicate something with this person. What is it that you need to say to this person? How will you say it? So I want you to perhaps pause the recording, visualize the person in front of you, have the conversation with this person that you need to have. Ask the questions you need to ask, make the statements you need to make. What is it that you need to say to this person? Pause the recording here if you need more time. Next, we want to move into forgiveness. This could be forgiveness for yourself, or it could be forgiveness for others. Perhaps even this person that you're currently having a communication with. What is the forgiveness that needs to take place here? Do you need to forgive yourself? What do you need to forgive yourself for? Just remember that you did the best you could with the tools you had at the time. And in the same way, the other person or people did the best that they could with the tools that they had at the time. Also remember that forgiving someone does not always mean that you agree with what they did. Far from it. But what we are saying is it's done. And we release each other from that pain, suffering, or discomfort, or the drain of energy. Next, we need to connect to a teacher. So who would this person be? Who would you consider to be a teacher? Remember, a teacher is a guide. It's someone who can offer you information, show you new ways of being and doing. A teacher is not someone that you give your power away to. So it's not necessarily going into guru worship here. This is a teacher. Anybody could be a teacher. So who is this person? And I want you to connect with that teacher. As you connect with this teacher, a sense or a feeling comes up. Where in your body are you feeling this? And when have you felt this before? Just scan back. When did you feel this particular feeling before? As you bring these memories up, if there's any negative feelings, just release those negative feelings. They're gone, they're past. You can shower some love on them if you need to. But let's focus on the positive feelings here. If there are any negative feelings that are coming up, we can release those. So to release those, what you do is, first of all, find what that feeling is. Where are you feeling it? How does it feel? And then choose a new feeling that you would prefer to feel. And you can literally say, I choose to feel. And whatever that emotion is. As you choose to feel this new emotion, you want to release the old emotion that you do not want anymore. So then you say, I release this and this emotion. And allow yourself to let it go. As you are letting go of the negative emotion, now you are open and ready to receive the feeling that you choose to feel. So now you would go, I receive whatever the emotion is. As you have gone through that, what is the understanding that you gained from this experience? What did you learn from having the negative feeling, or even the positive feeling? Then let's call a sound, perhaps a sound representing your current energy at the moment, or the current situation, or the energy that you are currently feeling or sensing within the body. What is that sound? What does it sound like? When have you felt or heard this sound before? Our final question for today is to receive an image. So I want you to receive an image of what your opportunity was for learning and growing today. And what is the direction things will go? Is there an image or a graphic or a symbol that you can receive that would represent today's healing? Maybe draw that down or make a note of it. And then where would you place that image within your body? Now place both of your hands onto your thymus, just above your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Take your middle fingers, just a pad of the middle finger, and press that lightly behind the ears on the mastoid process. So that round bone behind your ears, just press down with the middle finger on that bone. A little bit of pressure. That's just to seal and lock in the energy of the work that we've done today. Well done. I hope that you gained some insights here and that you managed to release a little bit of energy around that. Hopefully a lot of energy. We've got some homework as always. Homework is your way to support yourself and to take responsibility for yourself. Now I normally give you 2 pieces of homework at least, and you can choose which one you want to work with, and you're welcome to work with both. Our first piece of homework is nature. So being in nature, going to nature, going for a hike or a walk, whatever that may mean for you. Nature. And the other piece of homework is goal planning. So if you have goals, you can move towards them. If you do not have any goals, we cannot move towards the goal. So goals are important. So that is your homework, goal planning and nature. And that's it for today. So I'm going to just do one final little lock in of the energies on this side, and then I will see you in the next recording in our next session. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.